It's been this many days since my back surgery, and here's my report of how things are going at the moment. So it's not all progressing as fast as I would like. I do consider myself to be incredibly lucky and going at a fairly fast pace in terms of my recovery. However, there's been a bit of a stalling, is the only way to describe it. Pain wise, don't have any. Functionality, can pretty much do everything. However, the functionality hasn't come back in my calf or my glute on the side which was having the pain. The calf muscle is still only at about 20% strength, or probably not even that. If I gauge my strength in my calf on my left foot, my good side, if I go up on my tiptoes, happily bounce up and down that 10 times. If I go on my right foot, I can't. I have to put my body weight on my hands, maybe rest it on a table or something, and push up with my hands to be able to do a calf raise on the other side as well. So I think it works to, if I'm 90 kilograms in body weight, maybe I'm 95 just now, I'm probably only able to have the power of about maybe 20, maybe 25 kilograms in that calf to actually lift. So that's and with that, what's the most worrying thing for me is the sheer amount of muscle mass which has deteriorated from the weaker calf. It really is becoming two different legs that I'm having at the moment. I went to go get my sports massage yesterday because with that smaller calf and also smaller glute, I should say as well, there's a lot of overcompensation going on with the left side. So my good side is doing all the exercise, is doing all the lifting, is getting really twisted. So I'm having what's known as hip drop on my right side because the glute just isn't activating, or it's only a tiny amount. And the calf and the ankle and everything is really a bit tender whenever I go walking because it just doesn't have that strength anymore. And now the left side, the hip and the glute are overactivating because they have to compensate for it. So whenever I wake up in the morning, my whole body is completely twisted. Like my belly button is about an inch, maybe 2 inches off to the left. It's like totally like, it shouldn't be there. So that's the only other thing, is that there may be additional issues that are developing from the lack of instant progress, which I'm kind of needing to be able to get back to doing running. So that's what I can't do. I can't run, don't have any power in that calf to push off with your toes or even to land with my toes. So it's really heel striking on one side, which isn't good. So my exercise is now cross trainer and hill walking. Even cycling is a bit of a challenge because on the cycling, when you're pushing down the pedals, you're on the ball of your foot rather than the mid or the heel. So I've been cycling with just my normal trainers on and really going mid-foot cycling. But it means any kind of uphills, because this glute doesn't work. It's just a bit of a mess. So the glute doesn't have the power to push the pedal when going uphill, and the calf doesn't have power to push the pedal using my toes. So again, feeling very lopsided with all that stuff. However, I really can't complain. I'm able to get up, get out on the hills 7 in the morning, head up to the hills in the Pentlands outside Edinburgh. These 2 hills I'm going to hit are the Kips, the East Kip and the West Kip. And as long as I've got my walking poles, my trainers on, a water bottle in my back, and my drone, then I'm happy enough to be able to deal with a bit of limpness, a bit of a funny walk, a bit of a sore hip. Fine, not a problem, can't complain. The surgeon did have a chat with me. He's saying, look, you've got 12 months, 18 months before we know what permanent damage is really done. He's saying nerves can repair, just incredibly slowly. Not like muscles, not like bones, incredibly slowly, but they can repair. You know, not if they're snapped off like a decapitation, but certainly the the pressure and the compression that was on the nerves can definitely heal over time. Just expect long and slow. So been given lots of exercises to do and some stretching, some P&F stretching for the good side, and some glute and TFL stretching as well for the hips and the back. So yeah, going to be a busy boy. Hello, baby sheep. Oh, where's a baby lamb? Hello. Oh my goodness, you're too cute. You're too cute. You're very cute. I want to cuddle you. Oh. Oh. Again, why would you want to eat those animals? Why would you want to eat lamb? As a pro-vegan, just, oh, too cute. Anyway, as an addendum to my report there, more as a self-reference to myself for in the future, a little talk about mental health regarding post-surgery. It's like mental health is not about being positive all the time. You know, being angry, being grumpy, being sad, being down is all absolutely fine for your mental health. You're meant to be like that. One thing which I'm noticing more often is flips in mental perception. To explain it, I'll be driving along and I'll be like, oh, it's a lovely day, the sun's out, I'm not in pain, and then I'll literally turn around a corner of a road and I'll be like, I hate that person, look at that car, I'm so angry, I'm losing my leg, I'm losing my bum, and I'm just, there's a flip very easily, and then 10 minutes later it disappears and I'm like, back to sunny days. And that's something which I'm noticing, and I think it's just, there's obviously something deep in me which is, there's an anger of the fact that I've had to go through this pain at such a young age. I've had to get this surgery, and I think the mental image of myself with this calf which is deteriorating in front of my eyes is something which is worrying, maybe scary, irritating, something that makes me angry, especially because I'm somebody that is so active, that I am out walking every day, upstairs, downstairs, carrying rucksacks, carrying camera equipment, doing all this activity, and yet my calf is disappearing, my bum still doesn't work, and it's like, oh, I'm doing all my stretching, I'm doing all my physio, but I'm not getting anything back. So there's definitely a deep frustration still within me from this, and I can think like, okay, fine, I can wait a year, wait 18 months, or I can persevere for that kind of period of time. But yeah, just something certainly in terms of mental health at the moment, it's not, there's a little bit of like bitterness, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I need to sit down with somebody and really discuss it, I think. No, don't really need to do that, but it's just something to be aware of, that if any of you are having surgery or going through surgery, and the elation, maybe there's like survivor guilt as well, survivor guilt of like, hey, I got through this without having complete loss of bladder and bowel control, and then there's the anger of going, the doctors just fobbed me off with painkillers for so long. Granted, that's all that they could do, but there's I don't know, maybe it's also the year that we're living in with coronavirus and being locked down and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I do this. This isn't just exercise. This isn't just get my fitness back and working my calf muscles, and oh my goodness, this hill looks like it's going to be so difficult to get up, but I like a challenge. It's yeah, maybe it's just this time of year as well that's just causing additional mental frustration. Listening to the news is always so depressing and fear-mongering, and not even mongering, just letting you know of the dangers that are out there in the world. You're just like, oh, this is pretty tough. Yeah, so it's just, just something to be aware of, that just because you get the surgery and you're free of pain and you feel great, be aware of your mental state. It doesn't mean you will instantly be happy, although I am totally happy. Like, I feel great, but mental health is not just about being happy, but it's having control over your mental health. Being able to control the thoughts and feelings inside your head is far more important than just not being sad. So yeah, it's something which I'm aware of, and some people I think aren't aware of, and it's good to know that it's not all sunshine and rainbows afterwards. Well, it is. Come on, it's sunshine, and there might be a rainbow. So yeah, it's a weird one. I'm happy, but at the same time, every so often I get flashes of anger. It's not even anger. It's just suddenly I just like go, oh, look how that person parked their car. Oh, I hate that person. Oh, everyone in the street, I hate them all. They're all probably all assholes. Oh, I hate everyone. Just like, whoa. Well, what happened there? Okay. Back to being normal, Dom, again. Let's go. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just also that lack of, like, this year not interacting with that many people, not going to the pub and being a bloke and talking about rubbish at the pub and complaining about stuff. That's what you want. But even just complaining about stuff in my own head. I don't know. Just something to add to that video. Now I'm about to go get my arse kicked by this mountain here. Yikes. It's taken me over an hour to get from the car park at Threepmuir, which is down over that hill over there, to get to the bottom of the first kip, the west kip, I think it is. West, and then it's east kip. But this is quite an interesting area where you're just at the ridge, 9 mile burn that way, and just look at that view as well. That's awesome. And then about to try and hit this super duper steep hill and get this as my workout for the day. Definitely want to get the drone out. In fact, might just do the drone here. Let's see what some drone footage of this area looks like.